Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to talk about some weapons that were recently leaked that are going to be coming to Fortnite in Season 2. If you do enjoy this video, please do remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, and comment down below what you think of these weapons. So all of these weapons were leaked by hypex, and if you don't know who he is, he's a leaker in the Fortnite community. Pretty much whenever there's an update, he's leaking aspects of the update, and I've followed him for a long time, and pretty much everything he posts turns out to be correct. So I'm going to link his Twitter down in the description below so you guys can follow him if you don't already. But that's why I trust all of these posts, is because he's the one who posted them, and typically he is right with what he posts. So we're going to start off with the new scoped assault rifle. This is in purple and gold versions, and its description is that it's a precision burst, a burst fire tactical assault rifle featuring a scope, good damage and impact at long range, but consumes a lot of ammunition. So it has a fire rate of 3.5. To compare that to the normal burst assault rifle, the normal burst has a 4.91 fire rate. So it shoots considerably slower than the normal burst, but it does have the added benefit of having like a scope and potentially being more accurate, less spread. We'll see how it goes, how it turns out. But this could potentially be a very effective weapon. I personally was not a huge fan of the scoped assault rifle last time I was in the game. It also has a damage of 28 and 30 respectively, depending on the variant. I cannot find the mag size. That would be interesting because it says it consumes a lot of ammo. The bullet spread is 0.15, which is pretty small. So it's probably going to be a tight grouping of bursts of bullets over long range. You could potentially melt people with this if you get all of your shots on them. But like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the scoped assault rifle, and I never really was, so that's about it for this weapon. I don't really have much else to say about it. I feel like you either really like the scoped assault rifle or really don't like it, and this is a new take on it with it being a burst, but it still probably won't be a weapon that I enjoy using. The next weapon I want to talk about is the return of the heavy shotgun. So he tweeted that the heavy shotgun, or the slug fire shotgun, is a new work in progress. Apparently that's just how Epic classifies things. So it's definitely possible that the heavy shotgun would return. And it'll be interesting to see how this actually plays out, because in the past I thought the heavy was pretty irrelevant because the pump was like definitely the way to go. But with Fortnite as it is right now, like the lower versions of the pump isn't that great, and the lower versions of the tac isn't that great. Obviously the high end, like the gold and purple versions of these weapons, are very good. Like everyone really likes the spaz, obviously. But there's definitely potential for like a new shotgun to come in and actually be effective, because the pump is kind of lackluster at the lower versions and the tac is really inconsistent. It also, to me, feels like the pump has less range than it used to with the old model, so the heavy having more range might be more of an advantage than it was in the past. We'll have to see, but I definitely think there's potential for this shotgun to actually shake the meta up and be a weapon that we actually end up using, even though in the past it was not really an effective weapon at all. So interested to see how this one plays out. And the final weapon I want to talk about is a new SMG that is called the pepper sprayer. Its description is SMG, fast firing automatic SMG, which is most accurate when fired in short bursts. It has a mag size of 34 and a damage of players of 20/22, depending on which version you have. Once again, available in purple and gold. Interestingly enough, we don't have the fire rate for this weapon yet, but it's described as a fast-firing SMG, but it also says that it's most effective when fired in short bursts. The other weapon that has that tagline of being most effective when fired in short bursts is the heavy AR. So that weapon has a lot of spread, a lot of bloom, a lot of recoil. So we'll have to see whether or not this weapon will come out with a lot of bloom, because all the SMGs in this game have bloom, but none of them have like an absurd amount of bloom, you know? Most of them are really accurate. You don't really have to think about how you shoot them whatsoever. So it'll be interesting to see if this one actually adds some sort of thought process to SMGs and not just something that you just dump fire every time you get close to somebody. So I don't think they'll be able to do it. I think that no matter what with SMGs, if you're close range, if you're in the range where you're probably using SMGs anyways, you're going to want to just full auto and spray, because the bloom isn't going to be that big of a deal when you're that close to the person. The bloom would have to be like really, really massive, I think, to actually be really something to consider. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about this weapon. It'll likely be very, very, very powerful. That's a good damage for an SMG. It's a really good mag size. The fire rate sounds fast or whatever. And I don't think the negative aspect of the bloom will be enough to like bring this weapon down enough, because just typically with SMGs, accuracy isn't the biggest deal because you're only using them in close range anyways. So that's about it for this video, guys. I just wanted to quickly go over some of the weapons that were leaked. Once again, we have a new scoped assault rifle that is burst, and it's in purple and gold. So it won't be ruining the loot pool too much, most likely. That was one of my least favorite things about the scope AR in the past, was that I would just get it so frequently instead of getting other weapons. But that shouldn't be the case with this one, since it is purple and gold. We have the heavy shotgun potentially returning, which I think could be a really good thing for the game, just because the shotgun meta right now is... I mean, I like the pumps, I like the attacks, but I feel like a lot of people are really, really not too... like excited to use either of those weapons. Like, people hate the tac because it's inconsistent, but at the same time the pump is inconsistent too. I don't know. I see a lot of people complaining about shotgun damage and shotgun inconsistency, and maybe the heavy shotgun could be the weapon that a lot of people end up liking to use. And then finally we have this new SMG, which I think has the ability to be the best SMG in the game aside from the drum gun. Obviously it is purple and gold, so it should be better than the other one, but we'll have to see how it plays out in game. So hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please remember to give it a like, subscribe, comment down below what you think of these weapons. Also follow hypex on Twitter to stay up to date with Fortnite news and leaks, because I've followed him for a long time and he has a really, really good track record of actually being correct with what he posts.
I can't tell if it's 1 or 2. If it's 1...
Do you know where he is?
This box right here. He's not moving. He's not playing.
Down 1.
Nice. I'm gonna have the grappler near us, careful.
I'm about to just thirst my snot. Oh god, nades. Old builds that we just came from.
Careful, they also have RPGs over here.
Alright. They're campfiring on the other side.
The guy like directly ahead of us is the guy with the RPG. Like right here.
Back into the right, yeah.
He's right here.
Wow, he literally puts that at the worst, like last possible second.
Careful, there's guys above us.
Yeah. I could RPG him and we can crank for height if you want.
Who?
The guy that's on height, I can take him down and then we can have height. Maybe not, actually. It's connected by a lot.
No, actually, can we try to kill this guy below us?
Sure.
I have 500 mats total.
Hit him for 115.
Nice. Oh, no. I'm good.
He just RPG'd himself in there.
Yeah.
This one did.
Coming.
Oh, they're both here? I'm just running back. Just get saved. Oh, they're W-king the shit out of me. He got the wall. Got one. The ruby skin. I have to heal. Sun's going back. Yo, good plays, dude. I was so weak there, but like had an opportunity to make a play. That's scary. Kid's above us that might try to take our pad. He's literally right above us. They have heavy snipes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
That kid is connecting.
Oh, okay, rep. There's a kid right here. I hit her for a lot of white. The soccer skin.
Oh. I hit up top. I'm not with you anymore.
Alright, I can drop down.
Are you height right now?
I'm like 1 level above you. There's a kid above me though. Here, I could RPG height in a moment. I'm at a mat.
Height's 1 shot.
Crystal, I hit for white.
Yeah, she's really weak.
Got her. I'm at a mats
Nice.
completely though.
Yeah, same. I don't have much. I got another one.
Oh my god!
Nice.
I just controllered this kid so hard. Let's go, bro.